Barry Bighorn here with Module 2, discussing the cognitive learning theory. Behaviorism emphasizes that we learn by doing through stimuli, repetition, and reinforcement. Constructivist theory emphasizes that we learn through interaction with our environment. However, before a behavior can be observed or a meaningful interaction with our environment can occur, we must have cognitively processed some information in relation to those behaviors and interactions. The cognitive theory emphasizes how we process that information. We learn by taking in information and analyzing that information in relation to what we know. Cognitive theorists describe this as being similar to the way a computer processes information. Clark and Meyer discussed the two channels for processing information, auditory and visual, what we see and what we hear. The two channels are finite, meaning that we can only process finite or limited amounts of information at a given time. This assumption seems to hold true as one imagines the times when we try to process too much information at once and end up forgetting more than we actually remember. So, what are the implications for distance learning? Horton provides an extensive and in-depth model for designing, developing, implementing, and evaluating distance education. At each step of the process, there is a deliberate approach taken to ensure that there are no unnecessary steps involved with the final product. Dr. Merrill, in his video presentation, described 3 principles of learning: demonstrating what's going to be learned and not just telling, opportunity for practice and applying what's been learned, and real-world application. These 2 sources, Horton and Merrill, deal with the process and content of distance education learning. And these are critical components, as we read in Clark and Meyer, that if distance learning instruction is not engaging, the learner may be behaviorally engaged without being psychologically engaged. Behaviorally engaged refers to the observable actions of a learner to follow along with a lesson. But it is by being psychologically engaged wherein the cognitive processes of acquiring new skills and knowledge takes place. Clark and Meyer also point out that discovery learning has been studied and found to be lacking, meaning that the best distance learning environment involves a structured guidance component. So as we continue through the course, the learning theories and the instructional design theories will provide us with the foundation for further course development.